But here we go, folks. Winners finals, Cora versus Torque. No button check because they added it to the character select menu.
Shout outs.
Love that.
Use the glitch before it's too late, y'all.
What glitch, huh?
I feel like I'm shilling like a sponsor. Like before it sells out, make sure y'all use the glitch.
Literally never.
Oh no!
What an edge guard. I'll have to ask about that later. I've never heard of that glitch.
Man, we just saw exactly what we were talking about beforehand. Cora decided to go off against Thrownorc, had the advantage, but overextended slightly and got reversaled and died at almost nothing.
Oh, my, and now is
oh, you're dead again.
Died almost nothing again. 81% sub 100, and in winners finals game 1, and Torque has already got Cora at last stock.
So Cora is going to have a unique bit of trouble on a stage like this because there's no center platform. We talked about this earlier. Ranno likes to sit above and below those platforms to take advantage of the ground mobility to tie to your aerials. But now you're cornering yourself against a Wrastor who just edge guarded you twice in 30 seconds.
Exactly. With one nifty angle or a back throw at ledge, it could be curtains again. Because right now, still though, Cora fighting tooth and nail, looking for every little inch here.
And we just saw that difficulty in the center stage. Cora trying to throw out aerials, but was too slow. Thrownorc taking advantage of the superior mobility and getting him into the corner, forcing these scrambles so against him right now.
Yeah, and finally getting a down smash at ledge to finish that scramble. And Cora still putting the... Oh, okay. A little aggressive landing on the platform, but there's that back throw and a down smash. Oh my goodness, Torque off stage.
How dare you hold in against forward air?
How dare you sit at ledge against Wrastor?
That's tough. Man, Cora didn't even get to play for half of that game. You came out swinging, looked so good, and immediately just dead.
Just...
GG,
what?
Shake my hand.
Yeah.
That's the haha got him.
And now going back to Godai Delta, what do you think Cora's thinking here?
Honestly?
Going off with that start, I mean, I was lost for words there.
The only thing I can think of is relatively large stage, maybe something that he's looking for to be able to take advantage of the ground mobility and maybe setting up for those low platforms.
That could be it, especially like looking for up smashes. Ooh, okay.
Late back air. It's the classic.
We're seeing a lot of double shield drop, double fair.
Watch the lose condition though, Cora. You're so tempted to go off against Wrastor, but the risk reward has just not been there.
Great DI from Torque to not get the sweet spot. Oh, but another, do we tech that? Doesn't make it back.
What happened? Where was the wall jump?
Yeah, where did it go?
It looked like he air dodged up. Maybe he like wall jump instant air dodge. It was hard to tell.
Yeah, as now still continuing to get pieced up here by Thrownorc. Thrownorc want frog legs on the menu again.
Ooh, dash up shield. We're playing Smash 4. Okay,
Drop down back air.
You sure about that?
He's still going to recover. You're at ledge again. Up tilt. Doesn't get the angle he's looking for, but how you can recover?
Great coverage there from Thrownorc, putting you in such a tough spot, and that slipstream is online, finally goes away. But you got plenty of time to set it up again.
More down tilts at ledge.
No sweet spot.
No. But still, he's got the bubble up there, so finally a little bit of bubble setups from Cora. Right back into it. But, it plays your disadvantage, as that's going to mess up your recovery and make you eat that.
Man, this is tough. It seems like Cora is working so hard in the corner. Again, that back air is not going to kill. Fighting tooth and nail, but it feels like you're just trying to get blood from a stone here as he finally gets the first stock, but it is such an uphill battle.
Yeah, a molehill has become a mountain before our very eyes as the set has developed. Now, trying to get, okay. It's cool. Character moves very fast, very erratically.
Oh no! Had the opportunity but didn't react. We've been seeing that a lot today. How much do you preempt? How much do you react? And if you play a lot of online, you're talking about players grinding this week, it's very easy to get too much into the preemptive mindset because of those added frames.
Exactly. And now, another thing we haven't really seen is now another back throw looking to end it.
Okay, Thrownorc goes for that down strong a lot, and I get it, it does kill, but is giving up a lot of opportunities to get kills in other ways because of it.
Yeah, he's sort of showing his whole hand at that point with, do you have anything else? Any other tricks up your sleeve, dear magician?
Okay, I like the rinse and repeat, playing around the world here, setting him back and forth. Oh, that would have been the stock, but he didn't quite get the spacing against the neutral special.
Charges up, looks for up B, but not going to do it. Down throw, what's it up? It's going to be from Cora. Soft hit back air. 32-86. Strong back air.
This is the problem. These rinse and repeats, they aren't going anywhere. Finally, Clips with that, able to get the stock, but to die at 150 is a bit of a problem.
Yeah, there was a thing about early on in the game, people were talking about every character has arthritis. And they changed it, but we're starting to see that a little bit now from Cora.
Wrastor is definitely one of those characters who still has it, though. You have your kill confirm windows, or you just hit him with the tech chase up special. Doesn't matter where your windows are, because I'm going to close this out with a fantastic coverage.
Now, if you're Cora for Game 3, you certainly shouldn't be thinking go die Delta, right? Surely.
I would definitely pick a different stage, if nothing else, to try something different, because you've gone through the same game plan twice, and it hasn't worked. Are we going to see the same bands?
What do you think of Air Armada as a counter pick for here?
I don't like it because your recovery is so bad. You need those walls.
True. You need those wall jumps.
Now, this is interesting.
A smaller stage.
Now you don't have the platforms to work with, and Wrastor gets to slipstream and basically cover the entire effective stage, because realistically that platform up top is not something you're going to be able to consistently go for.
No. Do you think we're going to get to the point where people time it like Randall?
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's already people, especially in the early game, who time it like Randall.
Okay.
The key with Randall, though, is that you can't see him. Here
Yeah.
you can, so there's not as much advantage to it.
Yes, you always have a gauge on that swinging platform. As now Cora, though, starting to piece up torque in the early parts of this game number 3. Gets forward throw, okay, off stage. The movement, so clean. Okay.
Almost grabbed the ledge there. That would have been scary for Thrownorc. This smaller stage working really well for Cora. I talked about the downsides, but the upside is that the bird cannot escape your clutches.
No, you can just have chicken
Oh.
jockey.
Oh my god.
Oh, clap.
Oh, let's see if he can cook
Little
this
more
chicken with the flint and steel.
Steal. Oh my gosh. I haven't seen the movie yet. I've been meaning to, but okay, that was strong hit. That
It's
was
a
forward.
trip. It's one of those movies that you can't effectively rate it on a scale of 1 out of 10.
No.
It's
It's like the new age Rocky Horror Picture Show. Especially how I'm seeing like the audiences interact with it.
the audiences have been insane. My showing, people were going crazy.
I can only imagine. My girlfriend gaslit like a bunch of people into thinking the end credit scene had Sonic in it.
What?
I don't know how she did it, but she did. Oh, that's how he plays his bird. As we're getting back into game number 3, Torque Cora. This is pretty even now, as Cora seeing more signs of life. He's back airs off stage. How do you get a ledge guard here? Okay, goes for forward air, but great tech from Torque.
Oh no, why didn't you just forward air again? That was an opportunity. That could have been the stock. Cora instead dashing back, maybe not confident that he got the hit. Closes it out though. Now up 2 stocks to 1 on this first opportunity to come back into the set.
Yeah, this is the first lead we've seen from Cora in this set. And how is Cora going to play different in this matchup when he has that consistent lead?
You definitely get to space things out, slow things down a little bit more. But in a game like Rivals 2, where you're really not going to time very often and on such a small stage, I don't think the timeout game plan is ever going to show in this matchup.
No, it's going to take a new DLC character that could more effectively play for time.
Yeah, bring out Opposite. Come on, y'all. What are you doing?
I feel it would be Palm, honestly. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
I'd be down for either.
Yeah, especially if you can put the float area off stage. But okay, come on, what are you doing?
Look, I've seen the subreddit. We need someone collective to hate against.
It seems like every other week it's a new character. So why not-
Exactly.
what
Just
if
make
we-
it one character.
Yeah, just hate everybody.
Put an atrocity in this game, Dan. Come on.
He did, but he just made it Everless, and not that kind of atrocity.
I do respect how hard they tried not to make Edalus be a toxic character.
Caused me to work harder than I've ever had. in
Yeah,
the
you
past
got to
few
hold that.
years.
That's tough.
I love him so much, though.
Man, I just got jump scared. I looked up and there was a camera lens peeking out of a curtain. It was terrifying. Oh my goodness. Shout
Camera-
out event photographers, but ooh.
Camera jump scare. So if you're Torque, you got Cora on the ropes here. Cora starting to show some signs of life. You got to think, do you go to a bigger stage?
I say take him to Harbor. Make him suffer.
Really?
I know Torque doesn't really
I'm thinking
like
Harbor or Fire Castle, Fire Palace.
Yeah, I think the large stage worked well for him, being able to run away and get those consistent slipstreams and just get away from Ranno advantage state. But more critically, I just love how awful the recovery options become for Ranno on Harbor.
Yeah, it gets really sketchy for Ranno on Harbor.
But we've seen Torque banning Harbor, so suggesting maybe it's a personal preference to not go there.
Yeah, so we're said going to Jules Vale.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it.
No, I'm not either. I like the platforms on the stage, how they work, especially with the tiny top platform. Now that can kind of set up Torque to do some fun things.
I do feel like,
as well as set up Cora to do fun things.
I feel like this isn't a bad stage for Ranno. Like, if I'm Cora, I'm a bit relieved that we're here.
But now we're seeing really the tonal shift of this set go as now Torque down to stock, only 45% on Cora. I gotta think, does Torque almost feel this slipping away at this point?
Yeah, this is where you start to get a little bit nervous. Maybe the download is complete from Cora, and more critically, not dying super early anymore. Though, as I say that, almost dies immediately in response as Thrownorc goes for those bad little grips in the corner.
Yeah, now still finds himself back at disadvantage, pushing Cora to the other side of the stage. Yep, roll behind. What's going to be? Yeah, no, he's not going to fall into that clap, but he will fall into that up B that will take the stock.
That was such good space. You see the giggle from Thrownorc in the camera?
He was like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, I just did that.
But now Cora with a no return giggle from Cora on the forward smash.
He's locked in.
Oh yeah, it is business time for Cora. Oh, you got stuck in the bubble from that.
Yeah,
wow.
Put him in the dirty bubble.
Dirty bubble.
Yeah, I don't know if Wrastor remembered to bring his pencil for this one. It's going to be a little bit difficult to come back. 2 stocks to 1. Hit him with those down airs. They're just starting to connect more and more for Cora.
Oh, wow, going above. Very, very consistent on those like those aerial movement shifts. Forget what they're exactly called. I like to just call it the slip and slide.
The licky?
Yeah.
The tongue action?
Oh, yeah.
And he's doing it the same way a lot, and I think Thrownorc, as he closes out that game, is struggling to figure out an answer to it, because Cora will be on, it's usually the right side, throw out the tongue action, and then zip back and forth and do like a delayed cross-up aerial. And Thrownorc has not yet been able to find a counter to it.
Yeah, and on top of that, Cora wins game 4 with 2 stocks.
Yeah, that was pretty dominant.
Yeah, all things are pointing to this being a really...
Come on, take him to Harbor. Take him to Harbor. Do it.
Fire Castle.
Do it.
Fire Palace.
He's thinking hard. Look how, man, that brow is furrowed right now.
Oh, it is. It is. Point. It is.
Oh, he's thinking.
There is a weight on that thing.
The weight of the world rests on his shoulders. And all Alice can do is shrug.
No way he does Rockwall.
Yeah, Rockwall is not it.
Rockwall would be admitting to...
Oh, I don't like that.
This might be a generational bungle from Thrownorc.
Not the bungle.
Oh, no.
I don't like this at all.
I don't either, especially the way that Cora has been landing like shield drop double forward air. Like, that is perfect on Rockwall. But yeah, you've been able to get Cora off stage, and it's really been like kind of punishing, but no, Cora's been taking you off the side a lot more down these last 2 games.
And like Wrastor can recover from anywhere. The Frog cannot. So to have such close side blast zones is really giving him an advantage off stage.
Yeah, this feels like a Game 5 ranked match, kind of. Let's just send it to Rockwall and see
who's got the sauce.
Yeah, see who's got the sauce. And this tech on
delicious.
top platform is not ideal for Torque Start, but for Cora,
now,
exactly what they're looking for.
One thing that Wrastor can get here, more so in previous patches before the forward air nerfs, but you still got it a little bit, is those stretchers off the side. You can fair wall, you can do some setups with Bear as well. So that is going to be a threat, but we have not seen that be part of Thrownorc's game plan. He prefers the downstrungs.
Yeah, prefers the setup play out of the for most Wrastors instead of just like you said, the stretchers off the side. Much more a fan of like going for down B, up smash, or making sure that you are stuck in hit lag to get hit with the strong.
We just got some interesting lore from chat as well. They're saying apparently Torque, like pretty much everybody, let's be honest, hates this matchup, thinks this is the least enjoyable matchup to play against. So if you're in a Game 5 scenario about to be reverse 3-0'd, the amount of mental tax that puts on you can be very hard to overcome.
Especially, yeah, and then you go to a stage as volatile as Rockwall, and it doesn't seem like it played. It almost seemed like you kind of threw your hand away in a little sense, or just showed your hand. Yeah, because that forged that. Ugh.
And again, we see Thrownorc in the player cam, visibly distraught at that. And I don't blame you, right? You just got hit by a forward air in the corner, dying ludicrously early.
Oh yeah, the physical recoil on the tongue, and oh yeah, now Aerial Strong's. I don't want to say he's selling, but the yard sale is looking.
Look, he may be selling. Cora, either way, is buying, and he is buying himself an opportunity to go into grand finals. We see the pressure in the corner, forcing him low with that single dart. And then what does he do? He rinse and repeats with those aerials, throwing out yet another forward air in the corner, killing him at about 100 after the hit. That is way too early to be dying against the Frog.
That a reverse 3-0 from Cora.